Hey guys, thanks for watching. Welcome to my channel Saumya's Bookstation. On this channel I spread all the book love that I can. So if you like my videos, please like and share them and subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that every time I post a video you get notified. So in today's video I'm going to talk about a book that a lot of you have requested me to review on this channel, and that book is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. The Book Thief is based in Nazi Germany, and we all have read enough history to know that Nazi Germany was helped by Adolf Hitler, and his party used to spread a propaganda that basically encouraged hating Jews. This is a story where we get to read about a lot of compassion, friendship, love for books, and tragedy. The Book Thief is a story that has been narrated by none other than Death, and as macabre as it sounds, but it gives a totally different feel to the story. Death introduces us to the character of Liesel Mominger, who loves reading. It introduces us to Hans Haberman, who's an accordionist, and also he is Liesel's foster father. And then there is Rosa Haberman, who's a washerwoman. She's also Liesel's foster mother. It introduces us to Max Vandenberg, who's a Jewish fist fighter, and it introduces us to Rudy Steiner, who is a lively, happy-go-lucky boy and who's also Liesel's best friend. So this is a story that has sadness right from the outset, and Death tells you what is going to happen in a manner that is very lucid. However, when something actually happens, it breaks your heart all the same, even though there are so many warnings of approaching sorrow. The narrator of the story, that is Death, gives you a lot of spoilers, but the beauty of this narrative is that these spoilers do not really spoil anything for you, because even though you know what is going to happen, this story still remains unforgettable. One thing that I absolutely love about this book is that even though this book seemingly starts with Liesel, and Liesel is the protagonist, but all the other characters as well, whether it's Liesel's foster father Hans Haberman, or maybe Max Vandenberg, who is the Jewish fist fighter, or maybe even Rudy Steiner, who is Liesel's best friend, all of these characters have their own background stories that this book tells you about, and that is why you feel even more connected to them, because this book has made sure that you know each and every character in this story well, so that you mourn for each and every character. That is something this book has done, and it has done so splendidly. This is an exemplary tale that lays emphasis on the fact that no matter how much hatred there is, somewhere somebody will have just enough love that will make life a little less miserable. Now, Liesel is obviously the protagonist of the story, but she has such an endearing personality that she forms a bond with each and every character in the story. For me as a reader, it is very difficult to pick out my favorite bond. She is just so amazing as a character that everybody ends up loving her. I loved reading about the times that she spent with her foster father. I loved her friendship, or you can say love-hate relationship, with Rudy Steiner. That one particularly broke my heart. And also Liesel's friendship with Max, the Jewish fist fighter, was just so lovely to read about. I have no words. There are some other unlikely bonds that Liesel forms with the other characters in the story that you have to read the book to find out about, but all of that was just so heartwarming to read. As I pointed out before, this story is largely saddening, but it does have snatches of happiness every now and then, and reading those parts of happiness makes reading the sad portions even more difficult, because you just feel like, why could the happiness not continue? Why could everything not be alright? But obviously it wasn't. It was the time of the Second World War, and people were dying, and things were not great for anybody, to be honest. Even though the hatred was being spread against the Jews, but the normal people in Germany, they were not really into it. A lot of people did not believe in that hatred, and those are the people that take the center stage in the story, and that's why this story just reaches your heart. This is a story that is definitely going to make you cry. I mean, even though you will hear a lot of people saying this, so you might think that now I'm expecting to cry, so I might not cry, but that is not what happens. You end up crying a lot. Now, some readers might find the length of this book a little bit of an issue, because it's like around 600 pages long, and the font of this book is not that big either. But let me tell you guys, this is a very gripping, engaging, and a captivating story. So when you pick it up, you literally fly through this book, and even though it's not like a suspense novel or anything, but it does form a pull on the reader. So if you haven't picked this book up, you should definitely go for it, because this is a worthwhile read. My rating for this book is 4 stars. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you have read this book. What are your thoughts about it? I would love to hear from you. If you haven't picked it up, there is no reason that you should not. And if you don't own this book, it would be lovely if you could use my link to get your hands on this book. I would really appreciate it. I'll leave the link in the description box for that. So that was it for my review of The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I hope you found this review useful. If you want to connect with me on my social media, then the links are in the description box. I'll be back with my next video super soon. Bye!